Hey guys, and welcome back to another Factorio Friday Facts discussion, number 292, inching closer to stable, and Flixion is back with us this week.
Hello, everyone. Missed you guys.
Yeah, man, it's been, I think, 2 weeks since you've been with us?
I
Or three?
missed two. Yeah, I missed two episodes, so this is 3 weeks now.
Yeah, so, been quite a while.
Yeah, I've been out recovering from surgery, so forgive me.
It's not allowed. So, this one's super short and stuff, but it's fairly good news. Basically, the last 2 weeks have been less productive than they wanted due to Easter and illness going through the office. But they still managed to push out two more experimental releases and fix a few desyncs, which is always good. Uh, they encountered one specific desync in the mass multiplayer stress test last week, caused by a character's inventory size changing, such as researching tool belt technology while a player is respawning. So that's good to fix for sure.
Yeah, and then what the general gist of this section here is that they've fixed all the easy to fix bugs and all the bugs that are affecting lots of people at the same time. So now these bugs that they're fixing now take longer to fix, and they don't affect as many people, which is why they see kind of not necessarily plateau because it's still going down, but it's kind of flattened out the graph of how many bug reports they get.
Yeah, yeah. So they say this graph paints a similar story to how the office atmosphere feels. Um, yeah. So you just summarize that. You can see here basically that like on the 10th they had a massive amount of crashes, but now within like the last week there haven't been any huge amounts. They're just all below like 400 or 500. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, and this is expected. This is what you would expect to see after what's it been 2 months of 17 being released.
yeah. Um, so basically, one thing that makes it hard to evaluate those because they don't know how many people are actually playing experimental. Most people play on Steam, which I believe they can see how many people are playing, but they can't actually differentiate between who's opted into the 017 experimental and who's not. So it's kind of hard for them to tell like how
Yeah,
many are actually playing total in the 17 branch.
yeah, that's always going to be a tough part. Like, are we seeing fewer bug reports because not as many people are playing? Or I guess this is crash reports, but
Right.
the point stands.
Yeah, exactly. So there's still over 250 open bug reports on our forum, so it seems it'll be a few more weeks until the first stable 017. And they've had people asking when they will release the new GUI and GFX updates that they promised before 17 release. And basically, their plan here is to have a first 017 stable version, and then some of the team will split off and start split off from fixing bugs and start working on the other features. And then once they have a meaningful amount of new content, they will add it into a new experimental version.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's how I would manage it. Um, get the first stable version out, and then worry about the next major update.
Right. So look, you guys can look forward to that probably in the next couple weeks or so after they get a stable version. Um, then another MMO stress test. So they did a stress test last week. There weren't a ton of crashes, but the server was really struggling at around 300 players. King players when they got near that mark, we reached a maximum of 350. Um, so stress testing is also a good way to find and fix desyncs. Obviously, the probability of a desync is about 100 times higher with this many players. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah, that's a lot of players. Like, I would almost say that doing these stress tests is literally, well, as the name would indicate, just purely for stress testing and finding desyncs because, like, I don't see a reason why they would need to like optimize it or whatever to go past 300 players because from what I've seen and participated in, playing with like anything above like even 100 players is just almost unplayable just due to the fact that there's so many people doing so many different things at once that like it's impossible to like have any sort of coherent goal going on.
yeah. So you're saying it's not the game that becomes unplayable; it's the the tasks become unworkable without some sort of management structure.
Right. I mean, yeah, like I've seen the MMOs that other people have done, and it's like it's just a bunch of like headless chickens running around building like bajillion different bases that have no coherent goal or organization or anything, and then half the people are like griefing. It's like it's a mess. So I mean, it's really good for actual stress testing, but I don't think they should like worry about trying to make the game actually like super playable or stable past 300 players. Um, just because I mean, I don't think that's a
Yeah.
realistic thing to ever want.
Yeah, and I mean, I see these massive multiplayer stress tests as the same thing as an open beta for big online games.
Hmm.
Um, the open beta is not necessarily for people to find bugs, it's to stress their systems and see if they can handle the load.
Right. So with that, they made more tweaks and minor improvements, and they plan to make a test again every week. The stress tests are more stable and allow more and more players. So tomorrow, Saturday 27th at 8 p.m. CEST, will be another stress test. Join the server and play when the game starts. Details will be posted in Chaos's Discord, or keep an eye out for the Steam announcement.
And for those who can't do the conversion quickly, 8 p.m. CEST is 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern.
Right, and for those few people who are mountain time like me, it's noon. Uh, so there's that, and then I would say probably the coolest part of the Friday Facts is a community spotlight, and this is just we're not gonna watch it because it's like 13 minutes long, but this is another thing by Arrow. He's made like done tons of so much cool stuff, like the Factorio like top fastest speed you can possibly move thing, a ton of combinator stuff, and this is by far his best project. He's literally created a game in Factorio using the circuit network, is my understanding of this.
That's what it looks like, yeah. I wouldn't even know how to start building this.
Yeah, so I mean, you can see here, I skip ahead just a little bit. Like, this is just unbelievable. I mean, I'm at like the 2.5 minute mark, and I mean, there's like actual, like, it's like a little mini game type thing you play. This is just unbelievable. He's done so much cool stuff. So definitely, I recommend checking out this video for yourselves. But I believe that's it. Like I said, super short, pretty good news, fixing stuff, MMO, cool spotlight, and I believe that's it.
Yeah, in this case, no news is good news.
Yeah, for sure. So that's gonna do it, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. Leave your thoughts and stuff below and on the forums. And until next time, we look forward to seeing you, and take care.
See ya.